Hey guys, today I wanted to show you how I style my hair now that it's a little shorter, and I'm also going to show you how I diffuse my hair with the new Dyson Supersonic dryer. I'm going to have a separate video later reviewing the dryer and comparing it to my regular Diva dryer, but I'm still trying to get a little used to it, so I just wanted to show you how I've been using it since I've got it. Alright, let's get started. First off, one thing that you see I've been doing differently is I do separate my hair into two sections. This is how I'm going to get more volume up top. So first I'm going to go into the bottom section with my Devacurl Bleave-in. I'm going to smooth it in like I usually do. If I feel any spots that aren't smooth, then I will rake my fingers through, but I always make sure I finish by smoothing that section. And I wanted to quick add in that when I finished in the shower, as usual, I did leave a little bit of the Devacurl One Condition in, and I wet plopped while I did my makeup. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, don't worry. I'm going to put a link in the description box below for the video where I showed how I finger detangle in the shower and how I leave in the One Condition to help with frizz. So working with just a little bit of Bleave-in at a time, I'm going in making sure that all of my hair is thoroughly coated. Once I'm sure that all the curls are covered with Bleave-in, I'm going to go in and shake my hair at the root just to help with volume and keep my hair from sticking to my scalp. Next, I'm going to go into small sections, smoothing on Devacurl's Wavemaker. I love this product because it doesn't weigh your hair down at all. I work in small sections because my curls tend to clump, and if they clump, I have less volume. So in this video, I finished by scrunching in some ultra defining gel, but I've actually done this routine before, and I used the Wavemaker first and then used the Bleave-in in place of a gel, and I really liked my results. I actually liked them more than these results, so that's also an option. So once I'm done with the bottom section, I go in and I work the top section. This is a new method for me, so I'm still trying to figure out a little bit of a easier way to do this. If you watch my face, I'm going to make a couple facial expressions because I just really don't like my wet hair touching my face. But doing my hair this way and combing it upwards and going forward towards the face really helps with volume at the end. So for now, it's worth it. To avoid breakouts, I suggest doing this before you do your makeup so that after you apply your products, you can wash your face and then start your makeup, and you can even let your hair start to air dry a little while you do your makeup. So as you see, I'm just going in exactly how I did with the bottom section. I do Bleave-in first and then the Wavemaker, and once I'm done with that section, I will give it a little shake. This is from the rake and shake method. Basically, it just helps your curls to take their own shape and to fall naturally into place. And for anyone wondering, I started combing the top section of my hair because ever since I got my hair cut, the curls clump more and are bigger on top, so I don't really have the shape that I like. So by combing them, it separates them and gives me smaller curls. Now here I wanted to just quick show you that around my face sometimes the curls, I can tell that they're not going to look as good as I want. So I will just smooth them out into the shape that I want and give them a little twirl. This helps me to have like little ringlets around my face. And now we start the scrunching. So after I've put in all my products, I just scrunched until I couldn't scrunch anymore. And then I got my ShamWow towel that I got at the Dollar Tree. I'm pretty sure it's not even a ShamWow because it's like the Dollar Tree version. And I scrunched some more. And then after that, I scrunched even more. See, I really wasn't kidding. I really scrunched a lot for this video. And once I was done, I shook my curls to let them start to fall into place, and then shook my hair at the roots just to make sure that the hair wasn't sticking to my scalp. Like I said, this really helps with volume. After this, I'm going to let my hair air dry for 10 minutes. So this was after letting my hair air dry for 10 minutes. Like I said, if it wasn't for the video, I would have actually been doing my makeup right now while my hair air dried, and then I would have came back and started diffusing. But before I start diffusing, I'm going to massage my scalp for a couple minutes just to help with volume. And now the moment I know you've been waiting for, here's the Dyson Supersonic. It has a magnetic diffuser that attaches to it. All the attachments are magnetic, which is very convenient. And I actually thought that I was putting it on the lowest setting, but I was mistaken. So it's going to be a little warmer in this video than I wanted, and I really think that that's why my results weren't as amazing as I wanted them to be. But that is okay because, like I said, I will be doing another video using the Dyson Supersonic, and I'll be using the truly cool setting that literally blows out ice cold air and you don't have to press the cool button, so it's amazing. And even though it was blowing warm air, I was still able to take the diffuser all the way to my scalp because the technology keeps it from heating up, so it's cool to touch. And remember to keep your hair from drying in that flat triangle shape. Lift your layers and really get to the root and separate your layers so that your hair will dry in a more uniform shape and have the volume that you want. And as usual, I've included the whole entire drying process because I like for you guys to see the different phases that my hair goes through. I by no means want you to think that my hair goes from wet to voluminous just like that. Like, there is an in-between, and I have to work up to that volume, and I really like you guys to see that so there's no confusion. After diffusing for about 10 minutes, I went and put a couple drops of the AMLA Legends Billion Hair Potion on my scalp. This really does help with volume, and I feel like it really makes my hair super soft too. So because I did not have it set on the coolest setting like I thought that I did, here I took the diffuser off and decided to quick blast my hair with the cool air using the cool shot button because I did not want my hair to get too hot. So when my hair was about 90% dry, I scrunched in Acure Organics Rose Moroccan Argan Oil. I love this oil. It helps to break up the little crunchy cast that you sometimes get from the gel, and it helps with shine. My suggestion is to start off with just a little bit, finish drying your hair, and then if you still want to add some more, add some then, because it's always easy to add more, but you cannot go back once you've over-oiled your hair. So after scrunching in the oil, I just quick finished up diffusing, and then of course we are going to fluff. My rule is to always finish drying your hair with the coolest air possible. So once again, because I was not using the right setting, I took off the diffuser and pressed the cool shot button and gave my hair just one final blast. So once your hair is 100% dry, and only once it's 100% dry, you can start fluffing. I usually start by massaging my scalp and shaking up my curls first, and then I go in and pick out the roots. And I will literally just stand in the mirror and pick out spots that I see that need a little lift until I am completely happy and satisfied with my final look. Liked my results, but I feel like I would have loved them if I had left out the ultra defining gel and if I was really using the cool setting on the Dyson Supersonic. So after I touched up my makeup, I went back in and fluffed just a little bit more because, like I said, I love volume. And as long as you stay close to your roots, you don't have to worry about losing any of your definition. So that's the key to picking out your hair. Stay at the roots. And sometimes what I do is I go in and any of my curls that I see that have clumped together or kind of twisted in with each other, I go in and separate them. This also helps for volume and it helps to get my hair the exact shape that I want. Okay, so that's it for this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe and share with your friends. And if you like, you can share your hair journey in my Facebook group, Our Healthy Hair Journey. And send any questions you have to my public Facebook page, Hi Felicia. Don't worry, there's going to be links in the description box below. Thanks for watching.